All right, traders, a very good evening to you all. This is from the Tradepsyche, and I welcome you all to the post-market analysis, outlook, and expectations for the market from the market for tomorrow. All right, so in this video, basically, we'll discuss how the markets can be tomorrow, and we'll also look at what are some of the crucial levels and some of the supports and some of the resistances we'll look at for Nifty, Bank Nifty, gold, crude, and silver. Right. And in this video, we'll also analyze the change in OI data which has happened today, although the adjusted data comes after 7:30 p.m. But we'll look at it and we'll discuss that what has happened in the market today, why the markets crashed today, and was this something which we anticipated and we didn't even go long in our Telegram groups. So we'll discuss everything. There are many things to discuss. Much has happened today in the markets. We'll discuss each and everything in detail, so stay hooked to this video. This video, although this is a daily analysis, might be slightly little bit longer than other daily analysis videos, right? So we'll start with the discussion. First we'll go to our Telegram group and we'll see what discussions we had today morning, right? So we mentioned that we are expected, but first of all, even discussing, I'll open the chart for Nifty 50. And even before discussing what we have discussed in the Telegram group, we'll straight go to the Nifty's chart and once have a look that what has happened today in the market. A total day of carnage, right? You can legit say it's a mini crash in the markets, because when in the markets, right? If on any chart the markets are reversing the gains of 3 days in a single session in a single day, then I think markets are literally very bearish, right? And we'll see that where the markets trapped many players, because markets were constantly making a bullish price action on the daily chart. And even yesterday we saw a good dip in the morning, right? It hence, like, if at all you see, we saw a very good dip, and this dip was fiercely bought. Even after this buying came, I think the markets today dropped very fiercely. So there is something wrong with the markets, something. I'm not sure whether it's the Iran US war news, because yesterday the Axios news, right, it announced that the US attack on Iran is imminent. And when that happens, many news channels or many Twitterati, they started giving the theories that when one thing can lead to another, and the closure of Hormuz Strait, which is responsible for 30 to 40% of the crude supply of the world, right? If that closes, crude will go to $80, $100, right? And that's what exactly happened. Crude was actually 4% up yesterday night because of this news, right? So you can attribute that reason, but but I don't think so because of that we have fallen today, right? Because this US Iran war news has been going on from very long time, right? Generally we don't give a much heed. Our markets don't give much heed to these kind of news unless and until it happens, right? But today, if at all you see on 5 minutes chart, there was not even a single pullback till 20, I mean 50 EMA on 5 minutes time frame. All the 20 EMA pullbacks were sold off brutally. From morning itself we opened. We'll discuss that how we opened, but today was a legit, you can say, a mini crash day, right? So let's go to the Telegram group. We discussed that we are expected to open 50 60 points gap up, right? Then we discussed, and today was if you have been a regular viewer of my videos, right, we have been on a daily basis we have been discussing this OI data, and this is the fourth session wherein clients are winning, right? Clients were legit, clients were bearish. I'll make you see clients, they expect sell on rise markets, and this is the fourth consecutive day where clients have won, right? They generally, whatever the stance clients have, the markets does opposite of that generally, 80 to 90 percentage of the time, right? So we discussed that acute longs have been added. Why change for the day? Slightly more bullish positions have been added today than bearish position. Major support which got added yesterday is 25,700, which was a resistance still yesterday. Now what the markets are trying to do, at one point of time they are, earlier 25,700 was a resistance, it broke 25,700, it made it a support, then again today it broke 25,700. So ample amount of trapping is going on, right? No major resistance has been added today, even though there was no major resistance. If at all you see, only 25,800 I think so was a good resistance. That also, that was not, a very good resistance, that was a decent resistance. Seeing the markets from past three sessions, who would have anticipated that the markets would form a big red candle? We'll come to that, charts, right? Then FI still, if you see, FIs were bullish yesterday. They bought 1100 crore in cash. They bought almost 6000 quantity in futures. Still the markets fell, right? So we had these two red zones today in the morning, clear cut starting, and we mentioned that by the when we mark these red zones, right, it means that the markets have a probability from that place to turn around, right? So, but the catch, above 25,840, we can target 25,900. So I think we roughly opened, if at all you want to go on 5 minutes time frame, we roughly opened around 800. We opened around 850, 860, and the peak today was, I think, roughly around today's day high was 885, right? So, but the market, but the biggest point is, we always, it is a duty and it is a rule in our Telegram group that we have to wait for first early candlestick. The first early candlestick did not sustain above 25,800. That clearly showed that yes, there is something spooking the market. And when this second candlestick closed, I think below 25, I think in our community we shorted below 25,600 and we captured 200 points today in Nifty, right? So if at all you see, as per our positioning, we were 100% cash. Quite a dip in the morning. Then we mentioned first our aggressive data analysis, the OI data analysis which we give in the market. uh, it showed that the data is very bearish. Markets have literally grilled bear yesterday. Today it grilled bulls. All eyes on 25,700. If that breaks, this message is around 1116. And today, I might boast about my messages, but today was a very very easy market. So let's move on. Let's skip to the discussion analysis for tomorrow. But yes, when the markets were at 25,660, we shorted the market. We gave a view that you can short the markets, and it was a beautiful move from 25,660 to 25,400. All right. Then we mentioned that, I think, roughly around February 18th, we mentioned, I think this has already been discussed in my one of the analysis videos, retracement from downside till 25,700. And the first thought which should come to your mind from that level is pull back to 25,500. Today we have exactly, we just missed by 100 points. Markets went overshot 100 points from 25,800 to 885. But today exactly we have turned around from that zone and we have come back till 25,500. So if you guys remember the analysis, right? If even yesterday I mentioned that, yes, this might be the, price action going forward, and the only negation of this price action is move above 25,800 or 900. We tried to move today, but we did not sustain. The moment we broke 25,650, which was yesterday's prior daily low, I think so, it was all hell on the market, right? uh, okay, then okay, let me go back to the message from where I came. uh, and yes, this is the price action which I wanted you guys to see. Is we broke this trend line on the upside. We even closed. That was a healthy close, but again we gave a fake, breakout. Right. So this was the discussion we have had in our Telegram groups. Let's start the discussion for tomorrow. All right. I'll go to probably daily time frame. Right. So yesterday we discussed that these two zones will be the resistance zone. One zone was this, and the other zone was, sorry, the other zone was this. These two zones, if you guys remember, these two were the zones which we specifically discussed that yes, these two zones can be a good resistance zone, and exactly roughly around the first zone itself has made a good zone. And the green zone, if you guys remember, we marked this green zone as this one. So today, the moment this green zone broke down, we got a very beautiful trade today in the morning, right? In the afternoon, I think we traded, right? So now the markets, if you see what kind of price action the markets are trying to make, although when we talked about these three candlesticks, we perfectly anticipated these three this fall. Because why? Because if the markets are for, making clearly weak candlesticks like these, then we have a higher probability of retracing all these three candlesticks in one shot. But this time, these three green candles, if you see, they were not weak candlesticks, they were strong candlesticks. So of course there was some event which spooked the market, right? And again we are back to the same picture: sell on rise, sell on rise, sell on rise. Now tomorrow will be Friday. Technically I'll be personally looking for more sell on rise opportunities if we get a follow on tomorrow. So below 25,390 we can literally drill down to 25,000, and below 100, and below 25,100 we can drill down to 25,000. Right, the only condition for tomorrow is we should open flat. That's it. When this sell on rise price action will be negated is what we'll do. We'll go ahead and we'll mark the 50% retracement of this candlestick. So it might be possible that tomorrow, in case of a support being, because this was a good support in the market which the markets made. So in case of a pullback, if at all the market gives you a pullback, the pullback will be roughly around 25,650, and the ones who have still not entered the short, try to either enter below a decisive break below 25,380, or wait for a slight pullback till 25,500, because this is a psychological level, and then short roughly somewhere around here like this. Right, do not try to short just when the market tomorrow opens in FOMO that, oh, already we also have to participate in the bearish rally. No, the markets just does not work that way. Right, so if at all, the no trading range for you will be this range. Let me bring back this will be the no trading range for you, from 25,390 to from 25,400 to 25,640. This 250 points range do not trade, because what will happen is, yes, if you are in bearish position, then keep continuing unless we close a daily candlestick or an hourly candlestick above 25,650, which is the 50 percentage. If at all tomorrow we try to cross 25,650, the first level which we will see is 25,750, and and again to the level of 25,900. Right, yesterday we discussed that let's not talk about bearish stance, because the markets were not at all looking bearish. We'll analyze bank nifty also, because that is also something which had given a very good breakout, but it failed. Right, so technically now the markets should, for one day or at least 2 days, take a pause here and then give you a continuation. So Monday, Tuesday, look for a continuation, and even if yes, tomorrow also if the continuation comes, then also it is fine. Right, all right, so this was the discussion for Nifty. Let's go to hourly time frame. And all on hourly time frame, if at all you guys see, we discussed even yesterday also this thing. I think I discussed this in my Telegram group, that markets are trying to make this as a head and shoulder. So the neckline will be roughly at around 25,500, and if at all we break down, we can actually capture 500 points from 25,500. So the target for me now is roughly 25,000. All right. And when will this sell on rise will get invalidated again? This will get invalidated above 25,650. All right, because this is a good support zone, resistance zone for the market. Right. Let's go to bank nifty, and today bank nifty has completely reversed, and whatever I think uh, the gains we saw for bank nifty in past 2 to 3 days, I think so I think so those are almost nullified. Right, and bank nifty is currently at a good support. Right, so the plan for tomorrow is, if at all we are opening flat to slightly gap up around in this zone. Wait for the break of 25,390. The moment, because today, if at all you see, we did not short around 25,800, we did not short around 25,750. We waited for our plan to get executed. Our plan was to short below 25,650. The moment market broke this, we shorted the markets here. We got a very good move till 25,400, right? So wait for the breakout 25,390 tomorrow if you have not entered shorts. If you have already in your shorts, trail your SL with the hourly 5 moving average unless we close back up again 5 moving average. I have explained this numerous times how to trail your stop loss, right? Coming to 15 minutes time frame, the price action will be same, but now currently I am seeing that the markets should hover at least at this level for some time. If the markets hover, it means that we are certain that this fall will come. If the markets will try to give you a pullback and tries to bottom out like this, then I think the crucial level for the bears will be 25,650. Watch 2560 very closely when the markets come near to it, whether markets are taking resistance from it or whether markets are trying to break out it, right? But there is nothing more to discuss. uh, Overall, look for sell on rise opportunities unless and until, and if at all you guys remember, if at all you guys see the, if you guys have seen the weekly analysis video, that I specifically mentioned that don't become ultra bullish or don't try to buy the markets unless you cross 26,000 on a swing basis. And that's what exactly we have done today. Even on a swing basis, I tried to make people cautious. And if at all you see, on roughly 18th February, I mentioned that not at all convinced with this rise. Today is roughly 19th of February. Yesterday I mentioned that I'm not convinced with this rise, right? So now don't, unless now 25, earlier a good resistance was 26,000. Now we have started to again make a candlestick like this. So expect, or either maybe we can expect something like this, or either we can expect a pause like this, 2 days of rough pause, and maybe Monday or Tuesday you can get a follow on. Markets also did one more interesting thing. Nifty, basically, we had this trend line from the top. If at all you go and on early time frame and you see, right, it's a perfect trend line. We broke out this trend line, but today we converted this breakout into a failed breakout. The markets converted it, right? So now all eyes will be on 25,390, because that was also 16th February's lows. That will be also today's low, right? So it will be very crucial whether, because what Nifty can be doing is this kind of price action. So we do not really know if Nifty tries to go up above it. So above 25,500 you can definitely hit 25,650, because that's a psychological level. Many bears or many call sellers would be at that point of level, right? So if you try to cross 25,500 or close any early candlestick above it, you will definitely see slight short covering to 650. But 650 will be ultimate resistance. Market will again try to fall from that. Alright, so all the eyes will be on 25,390 tomorrow. If at all we break 25,390 tomorrow will be Friday. Tomorrow can be legit Black Friday. But see, I'll tell you frankly from my side, GIF Nifty's opening will also be very crucial. We'll discuss that on smaller time frame. See, if at all we are opening a big gap down tomorrow, right, guys, then it will be very difficult to trade the market, frankly speaking, because today many shorts have been carried in the market. If at all we open a good gap down, technically shorts will be booked. You will see an uprise. If at all we open flat, the shorts will wait. And if at all we, after opening flat, if at all we try to move over 25,500, a massive short covering can come till the prior short term point. So there are days when everything depends on opening, but tomorrow will not be a day when the opening matters, right? It will not matter that much. Slightly it will matter from my perspective, but it will not matter that much, because anyways this much aggressive longs they will have to book at some point of time. So I think naturally a pullback is pending. Whenever pullback comes, because this was a greater point, like 25,500 when it broke down today, we didn't see a pullback. So a pullback till 25,500 600 zone would be an apt point to short the market for this trajectory. If at all we break this one and we sustain and we keep going like this, keep trailing your stop loss, but be careful in that, right? What personally I will be looking is, if the markets are opening a good gap up, it will be totally volatile, because at this point of time both bears and bulls will be confused. So I will wait for these two levels to get clear on any one of the side, right? I hope you are getting your understanding what we discussed. Bank Nifty today has broken all the levels, and we even discussed this yesterday, that if Bank Nifty has to go negative, it has to break 61,000, if you guys remember. So we broke 61,000 today, we came till 6,500. So that's why I always say Bank Nifty always moves in the multiples of 500. So tomorrow, now 6,500, 60,500 is prior to day low. If that breaks down, welcome back to the level of 60,000. If 60,000 breaks down, another 1,000 point fall is pending in Bank Nifty. Same strategy, unless this is a good, I think, level. Unless we cross back above 61,000, don't even think to go long in Bank Nifty. Even today, mid cap is mid select is also mid select has given a head and shoulder breakdown pattern. So if at all you want to see till which level it can go till this level, 30 back to 13,000. All right. Let's go to the open interest and discuss. The open interest is very bearish. 6 CR addition of shorts for Nifty and 1 CR unwinding of longs. So one day we are seeing unwinding of longs, one day we are seeing unwinding of shorts. So there is no defined trend in the market, but the weekly candle, if you guys see today, weekly candle is massively weak, and this is what we had discussed, that this fall from 26,000 to this one is not something which you need to get bullish. Now we are poised for a move like this, and this will be a greater sharper move. The only SL for this is 26,000, the level of 26,000. If at all we manage to break above 26,000 in next, I think in the next week, then we are safe. But if next week, because only this week only we are below prior weekly low, the closing very bearish. I never saw weekly time frame, I only saw daily time frame. But weekly, from weekly perspective, I think we are cooked in this market now. I think it is certain that 25,000 will definitely come, and we will see the breakdown of 25,000 till 24,350. The price action tells me this, the price behavior tells me this. All right, traders, so I'll bring back the levels, right? We were discussing mid select, we were discussing the OI data, right? So coming back to the OI data, the OI data is very bearish today. The biggest resistance is added at 25,600. No support today will be is seen today, and the last support now today for this is, okay, 25,500 still has support, 25,400 has some support, but I think we are poised to hit 25,000. That's what even OI data says. Bank Nifty OI change, very bearish OI data, but I think it's fine. I think it's maybe because of the rollovers, also because February expiry is coming. But even in the next March expiry, 4 lakh addition of shorts and only 1.7 lakh addition of longs, right? So the data is really bearish. Let's have a discussion for gold. Let me open gold. Where has gold gone? Yeah, right. So gold is trying to become bullish, and yesterday the gold and silver, they both went very bullish, right? This trajectory, right? So gold tried to give pole and flag breakout today. So but from past 3 years, it has been falling. So short gold below this support, this is a very good support, 1,53,000. Go long only above 1,55,000 in gold, right? And above 1,55,000 you can definitely achieve 1,58,000. This will be the no trading range. The gold is in a buy on dips, uh, trajectory. Unless we break down this supportive trend line, do not try to short the gold, right? uh, we'll also discuss silver. Silver actually is also trying to bottom out. Yesterday what we had discussed for silver is try to buy silver above 2 lakh 47,000. So above 2 lakh 47,000 we went till 255. Now the resistance for silver remains is 258. Above 258 expect 260, 265 and 270. Where you can short, same strategy, unless we break down. Okay, all right, I think we might have broken down, but I think still we are at support. Unless we break down this trend line in a good decisive manner like this, don't try to short uh, this one, silver, right? Crude we'll discuss. Crude has gone very bullish on the news of US versus Iran. So yesterday itself, if at all you want to see, crude went from roughly 5700 till and if you guys remember our yesterday discussion, crude was forming a bullish price action, right? So in continuation of that discussion, we mentioned that above 5800 aim for 5900 and 6000. So that has completed, right? So now the new all-time high for I think 3 months 4 months all-time high will be achieving. If at all we cross 6050, aim for 6100 and 6200. But be very careful in longs in crude, because any good news, if at all comes, because it is propped up on a news, any good news comes from the Middle East, it will prop down again. So be very careful. If you are trading crude, trail with a sharp stop loss. All right. So this was the discussion for Nifty, Bank Nifty, crude, gold, silver, and OI data analysis. I hope you have liked the analysis, and if you have been watching up till this time, leave a like, leave a comment in the comment section below that how do you liked it, and if you have not subscribed till now, subscribe the channel. Stay safe in the market. Cheers.